Okay. And now to do some moon science. Crew report. We'll do that in a moment. EVA. EVA report. You record our observation of the situation. Fly over Mun. Take data. And then we will go down here. Conduct material study. Radiation of the environment causes fused animals to glow. Yeah, just a standard. Collect data. And restore. Observe mystery goo. Less dense here. Collect data. Data restore. Log temperature. I didn't. Take data. It's basically they've all read the same as the others. Log pressure data. As if it were in a vacuum. And from all that, we've gotten a lot of science. Crew report. And now, where is it? Oh, there it is. Transfer crew. Transfer crew. And there we are. I don't think... No, we're not going to get a low Mun orbit. So we're basically just going to coast back until we get home. That took a little bit. That's fine. Space Center. Before we return home, is there any missions we can take before we return? It's our bonus money. And we'll have gotten paid for the first... Yeah. Because we did the one where we load the Mun. Available. Orbit the Mun. And return from orbit. We're not in orbit yet, so we won't get paid for that. We'll take it because it's high paying. And one of these ones. Science data from space around Kerbal. We already have it. Pays a little bit. That's the tracking station. And fly. Now we coast until we get back home. This is the point where we get far enough out of the moon's reach. That's too weak to stop us from Kerbals' reach. I know EVA available. Oh, because I'm fast forward. A data. Ooh. We'll take it again. So I have a little bit of fuel left. Oh, plenty of SAS. I should have taken them out while we were. You know what? We wouldn't have math. Ideally, I'd want to burn when we get about here. Just so I can bring down the apparatus. So we have not quite a steep burn. Just hit the orientation, because that's a... We don't really do a direct reverse, we do an awkward angle. Get the terms for the other points on the dot. Well, not orbit. So about right here, we want to burn. Just a slow burn. We'll bring down our apparatus as much as we can while keeping our periapsis not too deep in the atmosphere, but not too high either, where we don't. Actually, I like to aim around 35 to 40. Not a great burn. We burned off a lot of our... About half of our orbit. That's as much as we'll get. So... Yep. I've collected everything. We'll close this. I think... We'll jettison that as we get closer. Now our re-entry. Ooh, we're streaking like comets. If we bounce, then we bounce. That's fine. I don't think we're gonna bounce. It's a shame we're coming in on the dark side, but honestly, that happens probably 80% of the time, unless I'm like trying to purposely land in the light side on a return, like just come back in the dark side. It's unfortunate. At least we have a bright aerodynamics. And cockpit view, I cannot tell anything. I don't have the fancy dial mods. That is my speed. 3. Oh, is that my apparatus? Oh, my current altitude? Okay. And yeah, we are now in orbit. Like, wow. Completely in atmosphere. And as you can see, fuel. We burned off a, well, yeah, quarter of our bladder. Otherwise, our crew capsule would be pretty hot. It still is pretty hot, but they'll survive. I have a lot of speed to burn off. Because we were coming in from so far out in space, we're coming in. Yeah, we came in at a shallow enough angle. Over, we had enough time to burn off this. If we're slowing down, I can hear the dimming of the effect. Ending in the twilight. And we're good. I think if I had like wings, I could actually like glide this down. Unfortunately, I did not bring a drogue chute. I should have. No, we're fine. That said, I'll use the small one as a sort of drogue. The radar altitude is still above 5,000. Was that 3,000? Hard to tell. A lot of G-force, but we're fine. And we've successfully returned to the moon orbit. As long as nothing goes wrong on the land, well, the splashdown. With Kerbal physics. Kobold, whatever. Cover the vessel. And he gets it on how much science we got. Yeah, that's a lot. And we got paid. So yeah, that's going to push our. We now launch well. And I got recovered. Those were the support beams. I could buy new. Buy engineer. I really don't know. So we can buy 2 tier 4. Well, this tier. Heavy rocketry is nice, but we don't have the engines to go with it. Or we don't have the fuel tank. Meaning we'd have to get this, go with that. Propulsion system is our mini rockets for probes. Which is nice if we go probe. Which we might. This is our advanced construction. We'll be skipping that. Aerodynamics is expensive and we'll skip that. Landing. We could possibly do landing. We're not going to moon right now. New command pods. Mach 2. A little bit bigger, forget. Get the size of the Mach 2. But that also gives us an inline SAS. Advanced Stabilizer. Which is an SAS module. Lift the landing can. 1-seater, which is fun. OCS stuff. I don't have OCS tanks here, though. Which is strange. Space exploration. Yeah. Stuff I really don't need at the moment. Miniaturization, just probe stuff. And here is our electrics, which is probably what I want because it lets me launch probes because it gives me batteries and solar panels. Probably don't need it. It helps in the long run. I don't want to run out of power on a multi-day mission because it takes in-game days to get to the moon and back. If I do that, though, I can only get 2. Pass on heavy rocketry. This one would allow me to build probes, which I could easily send to the moon orbit. It says larger fuel tanks and fuel lines, which lets me do fancy staging. And I know the basics of how it works, I can't explain it. Asparagus staging, onion staging. Basically, the outer layer, you have all your rockets burning at the same time. Wow, easier to show you if I ever got it. But only using the fuel tanks of the outer layers. Okay. I think I want. Probes aren't going to help me get science. They'll help me get money, but they won't help me get science. Right? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Mission control. What other missions do we have? Let's see. Bring Munstone back with you. Huh. I want to accept that one just because we have money. Now, probably landing one of those craters. I forget which one is the crater I always land in, which we will land in. It's just kind of. Which 2 bits of science do? So the advanced construction gives us. This gives us. Well, we don't need dock. That's the mono propellant, which we would need for OCS, which helped in rendezvous, meetup, even just rescuing the Kerbals in space. We would have to fly. suppose I could build a... what's in a super light probe to rescue the Kerbals in space. Kobolds in space. Trying to help me get money. I think I want electrons. Let's just try that. This doesn't help us. This gives us OCS thrusters and SAS. It doesn't give us the OCS, well, the monopropellant fuel. I think I have to go with this. Just probe construction. So, flight above, and flight above, and flight above. And with that, I could easily, like, since probes are, could easily do a in-flight above mission. Like, suppose I can plan an expedition to one of the poles. Honestly, I like going to the South Pole first. Because, everyone goes to the North Pole, it's easy. We just go through and build a satellite network. We got the money to burn on that. Could take a bunch of these missions to rescue Kerbals from orbit. Orbit around Kerbal. I can do orbit. I could do some tourism. I have the pays well. Well, so the completion of one basically pays for the other two. That's what, 50,000. Yeah. And we can stack multiple. So that's 4 VIPs right there, which would be 2 rockets with 2 VIPs. I don't feel like doing another test. So do I build probe network or start building a space tourism rocket? Has to reach orbit. Oh, I like doing this for space tourism because, you know, it's a pilot. They are a pilot. So, utility. Could build 2, like. Do something real stupid. Hold on. Mika. Oh, these aren't. You can't touch these. Well, I know what. Structural. No. I'd have to do this. would not work. So small. I'm just aerodynamic. Stupid rock. How much fuel is that in space? Huh? I would not. That's stupid. Problem is I don't have the larger tanks to make use of that. That's fun though. I do have this tank, but I wouldn't stack a bunch of them. I think I'd have to do this. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. What have I made? Go to the altitude. Well, that actually might just. Do that. That. So stupid. Hmm. Even port limit is not not the issue. I can do stupid stuff like. Yeah, I did not get that much extra. Oh, total va. And what of control map. We want to raise these boosters. That doesn't look bad for a rocket. It's annoying to fly. I don't think you have a. Stupid. No, just in. Like. This one will have 2 drogues. Also, Piff does not have. just don't have a blader, so that won't really help. That is fuel. This is gonna do it. What do I want to call it? Land ship. Okay. Land ship MK, you know, Kobold class. Actually. But will it fly? Oh. Save and launch. Doo-doo-doo. This is a stupid ship. Will it fly? Well, we'll have to see next time. In the next part. Until then.